Good evening, everyone. Welcome to M3 TV News, the stream that gives you the best news. This is your boy M3, and today's topic is going to be about the cancel culture. DaBaby right now is currently on timeout, y'all. And hey, we got Grizz up here. What's up, Grizz?
What's happening, bro?
Nothing much, bro. We also have another person, Miss Alex Brown, but someone says about her connection that says that she's. They need to connect their mic and cam before they could enter.
I didn't really get a chance to read the whole byline about DaBaby. What happened? So why are they trying to cancel him?
Well, I know we're like kind of a little bit late on the news, but what's going on is that DaBaby so far, right as of now, he's been canceled like with many shows and tours because, according to a news article, and I'm going to put up in a minute, but from what I was hearing was that DaBaby said some remarks and it kind of went against I'll just say the alphabet community for now. And so, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that because the way how it seemed like it was said, you know how rappers, like, you know, they tell dudes, like, you know, they kind of get in their little hyper masculine type of mode.
Yeah.
But there's some things I can't really repeat what he said, but he told guys, like, fellas, like, you know, if you haven't sucked blah, blah, blah at the parking lot, then raise your, you know, your cell phones or your lighters in the air, you know, women. If you haven't did this, and that, then, you know, also raise your hands in the air. And so the issue is that because he said that, people are insinuating, and he also said something else too. He said remarks about like AIDS and all that. So I think if he didn't say anything about AIDS or HIV, then it wouldn't have gotten to this far as him saying something bad about the community. And so, you know, now he's canceled. There's people, other fellow artists that would normally worked with him also withdrew their contracts with him. And yeah, man, like he was pretty much forced to, at first he didn't even care to apologize. He was just like, "Look, man, just stay in your lane, man. Ain't nobody really talking about y'all like that." But of course, money talks, and so when money rules, it's like it forces like certain people like him to apologize when the money starts flowing. Now, even though he kind of had like a generic apology, I think he did later took the apology down because it was also making fun of him, calling him weak and other stuff as well too. So, I mean, in this situation, you can't win. Yeah.
Yeah, ego. This ego is high.
Yeah, I mean, I think every entertainer has an ego. You know what I mean? Like, when you make like a certain amount of money, oh, your ego just flaring like through the roof, pretty much.
I just feel like I don't care if you're a rapper, an actor, a writer, whoever. I mean, I just feel like you need to be sensitive to people who are listening to you. Be mindful who is your artist. Your audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't have to apologize, and just saying absurd things like if you haven't done this, raise your fist in there. I'm like, bruh, seriously? I'm like, great. After what you just said, you need to just
Yeah.
It's done. Like, watch your mouth.
Yeah. Other than that, Grizz, man, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. At work.
Okay. And work
Sorry,
you okay?
I'm eating a snack right now.
All right, yeah, no problem, man. You must be on your lunch break.
Yeah. Also, we me and my friend were actually getting ready to we're actually slowly writing a web series.
Oh, web series, okay.
Yeah. So and I'm trying and I'm working trying to get my film shot by December.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
yeah,
And so,
bro, but, I gotta go.
all right, no problem, man. Like, hey, thanks for just stopping by for a little bit.
For sure, bro. I have.
Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm trying to wait for like more people to join in because I do have some questions, but my crew they're gonna be like a little bit late. I also had like a late start as well too because I had to do a lot of things like at work and it took up my time, especially through traffic. But it wouldn't make sense for me. Let me find the questions real quick. It wouldn't make sense for me to post this on there, but for the chat, I could do this real quick. I'll leave this up here. All right, chat. Give me about a minute. All right, chat. For the ones who are watching, and thank you guys for watching anyways, feel free to comment. So the first question is, when you first heard about the comments that were made, what do you think about the and in the meantime, I'm going to get this article set up so that I could also like read to you guys as well because I think it's important for everybody to have a clear understanding just in case if you guys are not aware. Let me see. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put this up real quick. All right. So this one says, okay, why the baby was canceled, right? So even though I kind of illustrated a little bit before earlier, but I just wanted to like show the article so you guys could kind of see it yourselves. And from my digital news like media, it says like on July 26th, the rapper took to Instagram to clarify his comments. He said fans don't contract AIDS, HIV because They're not nasty, blah, 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 or junkies. I wasn't going on a rant, the rapper continues. That's called a call to action. That is what's, they said, that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer, he says. And then that Instagram post didn't go well on July 27th. The baby was forced to apologize again. Oh, I didn't even know he had apologized. He apologized twice. Okay. Um, but then again, if you think about it, okay, I remember he was apologizing to the people when he was mentioning about the AIDS and HIV comments, and then the second apology I think came to the African community. And anyways, it says anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS and HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. And what I said was insensitive, even though I had no intentions on offending nobody, so my apologies. The baby's public apology just came a day before fashion company Boohoo Man announced it will no longer work with the rapper. Boohoo Man condemned the use of homophobic language and confirmed we will no longer be working with the baby. And their statement reads, okay, hold on for a second. I can hop on me real quick and ask a question. Okay, hold on for a second. All right. All right, so let me continue reading this article. And then so let's see, fans soon began promoting what's it called? Dula Lipa to address the controversy. Okay, hold on. We got Alexis Brown here.
Alex.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I keep calling. Why I keep calling you like Alexis.
Why?
I think because I know like a girl named like Alexis, right? But for some reason, it's you know what? I know what it is. It's not even about the person Alexis. Okay, so when you call like Alexis, like from like Siri or what's it called? The Alexa, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but it's like for some reason my mind just comes cross between like Alexa to Alexis.
I guess.
My apologies.
I guess.
But thank you for coming in though.
Yeah.
But basically, I was just reading like the article, like about the baby. But have you heard about his cancellation?
Yeah, I have, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like part of me is like being like really biased because the fact that like he is black, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of artists that are white have said like blatantly racist things and slurs, and like they haven't gotten canceled to this extent, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like what Baby said was like by far it was really weird. Like he didn't even have to go that far with the whole sucking it, like that didn't even have to come out of his mouth. He literally could have just said like raise your hand if you have a good time or something. I don't know, but he did go a little far. But I just think like with his whole like, I don't know, like his comments were ignorant, and obviously it would be a great time for like someone to educate him. Like I think what Miley Cyrus did was really good. Like she personally reached out to him and made a post and was like saying how she would love to chat with him one-on-one, just to kind of not even necessarily like just educate, just kind of get like his own perspective. And I think that was a good way of doing it. But it's just kind of weird to me like how these white artists and artists that just aren't even black can say these racial slurs, and they're still getting movie deals, and they're still getting records, they're still being able to perform at these festivals, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like part of me is like, yes, he was wrong in what he did, and it was a really ignorant statement, but like what about these other people? Like why aren't y'all returning the same energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of weird to me. It's kind of like this is racially motivated. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know. Because they're going in like a little hard, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of the times like certain communities don't want to acknowledge everything. They want to acknowledge whenever their community is only offended. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these artists that the people like in the LGBTQ plus community listen to have said like racist things and have said racial slurs and have been discriminatory, and they don't say anything about that. But when he does this, then it's an issue. It's like, yeah, what he has said is an issue, but the artist that you listen to that also is being racist is an issue too. So that should like have. I just feel like if we're gonna cancel people, we should cancel like everyone who's being discriminatory. Because I've never heard of any festival taking out a white artist that said a racial slur. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard them get this type of treatment like ever.
Wow. You know, I didn't really even think about that. That honestly, to be honest with you, it didn't really come across my mind. Wait, before I even comment on that, I want to say shout outs to like eBlack TV. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in.
eBlack.
You know, thanks to Mr. Hall of Fame from joining in.
Yeah.
And Alexander, like, thank you as well for like, you know, hopping into the stream and giving me your opinion. You know, it's kind of rough, right? I'm not surprised if it's racially motivated, but the thing is like at a certain point, apart from, you know, whatever that's like racially what's it called? I forgot that word I was gonna say.
Motivated?
What would you say racially motivated? I was gonna say like racial intentions or whatever, right? But I think that we know that the world can be against us. You know, we know that as far as like, okay, if we're gonna get to the race part, I'll say as far as with black men, like in general, you know that any mistake that you make, you're gonna be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Shakara, like Richardson, if I'm saying her name right.
Oh yeah.
You know, although, you know, I can't say that. Well, you know, her being black is why, like, you know, this thing happened, because, you know, we could self-sabotage our own selves, you know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And if you already know, yeah. I'm sorry, what was you going to say?
I was just saying, like, yeah, bottom line, what he said was wrong. Like, he just did do the most, but it's just like, I mean, if you're going to cancel these people and take out these artists and stuff like that, like, you should do that with everyone else. There's a lot of people that's headlining that have said racial slurs. Dua Lipa blatantly said the N-word, whether she was rapping to a song or not. She still said it, and she's still performing. It's just kind of like, if we gonna like return this energy to someone who's being discriminatory, do it with all artists. What he did was wrong. Like, he shouldn't have even went to that extent. But if we want to teach someone a lesson, let's teach everyone a lesson.
Exactly, but not be selective.
Exactly.
You know, I know this is going to be like a hard subject to try to dig deep into it, because
good luck.
Because in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is very sensitive. You might as well like have a collective community that's called the sensitivity community, because you know, you're gonna have somebody that's like, oh, who's short, and they'll be like, yo, I'm offended. You'll have somebody who's tall and lanky and be like, oh, I'm offended. A woman, I'm offended. Whatever. Anybody would just find some type of excuse to say of why this person offended me so much. And with that community, because like they have a lot of leverage, they invest their money into, you know, the entertainment industry now these days, they kind of have a little bit of control and power. And so it's like they're gonna find one way or another to make you respect them. Even if they want to push, like, you know, whatever their beliefs onto you or your children. Like, the moment you speak out as a heterosexual man that's offending the communities, you're gonna get canceled. Yeah. And so it's like, for him, you know, if he was like, you know, like born in the 80s, like, you know, back then, like the old generational rap, you could say whatever you wanted to say. People would blatantly say, like, you know, the F word or the G word or whatever, and no one would think anything of it. No one would have got offended. That would just be like just what it is. But you know, the rap industry is not like how it used to be. Everything has changed. Well, I just say the music industry in general. And so you have to kind of, if you really want those dogs that bad and you're in that industry, there's some things that you're going to have to cater to that you will not like. And it's one thing if you say something, right, that's not offensive, but it's just like your own opinion, right? And you stand by it, then I'm like, all right, cool. You know, stand by it. But a lot of people backpedal because once the money starts disappearing, then their attitude changes.
Yeah, like kind of like how he did with his apology, man. I mean, you know, he said he wasn't gonna apologize, and he ended up having to do it because a lot of people like dropped him and stuff like that. And then, I mean, at that point, it was just kind of like, might as well not even have said anything. So you already know like what your true intentions were. You said you weren't gonna apologize, so you didn't do nothing wrong. So you could have kept that apology to yourself. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like literally like with racism. Like some people just grow up ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just it's just weird because it's like for once, like someone's actually getting canceled for saying something discriminatory. And I don't know. It's just kind of like, not like weird that it was him because like, I'm not going to say he deserves it, but like, he do deserve some consequences for what he said, but it's just I don't know. It's crazy to me that it's actually happening to someone when all these other people have said like discriminatory things too. And it's just like, now?
Yeah. I know. It makes you feel like, man, this is not fair. Like, we're always going to get punished, get taught a lesson, but everybody else, they could just say something and they'll just say like, well, just please don't do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And fans will still defend them and stuff like that. But I mean, we just like really don't get that luxury, obviously. But yeah, I have to go to a meeting. I just want to pop in and give my little 2 cents and support you.
Well, Alex, I definitely appreciate you for joining in, and you're always welcome to join in, like on the live stream. So
thank
you so much.
I'm gonna watch the recorded version. Y'all have a nice night.
All right, you too. All right. First Lady Tammy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's going on? I just came from a workout, so I'm a little late. I apologize.
Okay. I see you work out, Tammy.
Yeah.
Workout, Tammy.
Yeah, I have my hair in a ponytail, and now I had to take it down for the stream. No ponytail for the stream. So.
Okay, I get you though. Look, the day that we see. Yeah, the day that we see Tammy with the ponytail is when we're gonna call her out. We'll be like, all right, workout fit, Tammy. I see you trying, coming back home from burning those calories and all that.
Yep.
After them cookies. But anyways. Well, Tammy, let me see. Let me go ahead and pull up the number one question again, right?
Okay.
Because I don't think we got into that. And actually, I also have like an article that I was reading as well too, and it shows like the list of all these like shows that was canceled, pretty much. But before I even go there, hold on, we got DJ Eddie Kane.
Yeah, hey, sorry guys, it was traffic. Traffic getting home from work. Y'all know how it is.
No, bro, there was so much traffic, man. I got off of work real late. I was so mad, man.
What's going on, y'all? Tammy!
What's going on?
All right, Mr. Hall of Fame, man. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Daddy?
Oh, I'm all right, man. I'm okay. I tried to be on time. Sorry, guys.
No, you good. You forgot to say Brooklyn in the building, though.
Brooklyn, baby.
You know what? I love his energy. I really do. I love his energy. I really do.
Luna, hey, what up, girl?
Hey. Shots fired. Shots fired.
What's up?
What's up, Luna? How you doing?
All right. Let's get to it.
Oh yeah, hold on. Her video's lagging a little
Not the
bit.
money.
Luna,
Two things real quick.
I'm gonna put it on mute.
No,
Right.
DJ Eddie, you
no,
good?
you're clear.
You good?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I was gonna say something about DJ Eddie. Man, y'all, DJ Eddie's been working hard on his music. He has some incredible stuff. I'm trying to take one of his beats, man, if he let me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's been working very hard on his music, man. We definitely are proud of him. DJ Eddie, can you elaborate on your music just a little bit, man? What your mind frame been?
Okay, well, I've been preparing for a lot of music every single day. The idea came from Mr. Hall of Fame, and he pulled me to the side and told me, "Hey, man, you should have a beat for, every intro and for anything, And I feel like it was a good idea, so I've been working ever since, man. So I've got so far for this whole week, I've made 22 beats, brand new beats.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been working, man. Up all night, just working. I'm just trying to stay with that hunger. You know what I mean? And I want to thank Mr. Hall of Fame for that, man. For helping me push that line, man. It was a great idea, man. I want to say thank you in Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Real quick, because I'm just trying to let everybody do a little promo real quick, and then we're gonna get to the questions. If Luna's still there, Luna, I know you're doing poetry or whatever. Are you still doing a poetry thing? How's that going for you?
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen. What's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah,
in the building.
Okay.
Mainly just writing. I've been practicing. I haven't really posted anything lately, but yeah, I still write. I write every day. I do my poetry every day.
Woo! We got another one.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Well, Luna, let me ask you this though: if you have enough time, right, will you be able to read us a poem for tonight's show?
Hey. Spotlight.
I don't know. Did she hear me?
You gonna put me on the spotlight? I got you.
All right, cool.
I can do that.
All right, I appreciate that. And then also too, we've been doing a lot of personal interviews lately for the live stream. So I definitely gotta get you up on there so we could do a uncle to a niece interview.
Yeah.
So that way you could showcase your work and promote it.
Well, that would be what's up. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
All right, for sure. All right, I like that. All right, let me go ahead to the number one question. As a matter of fact, while I'm still talking to you, Luna, let me ask you the first question. When you first heard about the comments that were made about the DaBaby, what did you think? I'm for sure you was probably aware about DaBaby being canceled because of the comments that he made to, I guess, about the community, right?
Yeah, I was actually watching the show when he made those comments.
Okay.
I think I think a lot of people are intolerant to other people's lifestyles. That doesn't have to comment on. I feel like he was very ignorant on the type of audience that he had and the type of things he can say. And I also felt like his apology afterward was disingenuous. It was definitely not something he shouldn't have said anything afterward. Honestly, he should have just left it at that. But certain things and certain lifestyles, I feel like you don't need to comment on. You don't need to comment on what other people are doing with their life. Focus on you and focus on your bag, because you talking shit about somebody else's life and what they doing outside of what you trying to do can fuck up your bag. And that's exactly what happened. He underestimated the power of the LGBTQ community. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? And now we gotta counsel you, bro. Now we got.
Well, do you think the comments that he made was directed towards the community, or do you feel like he was just joking around to his fans, and it just came out wrong? We got CKQ in the building.
Hey.
Thank you. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
I don't think he intentionally directed the comments to the community. I think he didn't understand his audience, and I think that's what the problem was. When you are an artist, you have to understand the audience and the type of people listening to you. Even if it wasn't directed towards the LGBTQ community, it was still part of a larger problem of people being homophobic, and we're in a whole society now of people trying to break that mentality of homophobia, you know. So if it offends one person who might not even be part of that community, if it offends that one person, it's definitely going to be a big ruckus about that.
I think I got that part.
If somebody says it's not right, you shouldn't have said that, then gonna jump on that back. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't have said it. But he definitely understood into his music, and maybe he should have more with that.
Okay, Luna, just to let you know, you do have like a lot of lag that's going on. It's like the connection is kind of going in and out. And I think her video froze too.
Yeah, she got it. She got the delay.
Yeah, but I just want to let you know if you can hear me though. There's like a delay.
That better?
Well, it's the video delay. So like when you was talking, it was kind of going in and out. I don't know if your Wi-Fi is on or not. You might want to check that if you're using your phone.
I just took my Wi-Fi off. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I think so. The video froze, but I think I can still hear you.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying that he definitely misunderstood. He definitely misunderstood his audience and the type of people that were listening to his music. You know, you gotta know your audience before anything. There's a lot of people out there who agree with what he was saying, and there's a lot of people out there that don't. And there's a
Okay. Good. Nice. All right. Thank you for sharing, Luna. Okay. CKQ, thank you for joining the live stream. I'll get back to you in just a second.
Sure.
I want to get DJ Eddie King's opinion real quick.
I'm gonna let Tammy or Queen answer that first. I want the women to go first.
Oh, okay then. All right, then let's see. Let's go with Queen.
Hey.
What's up, Queen?
What's the question about him?
So the question is that when you first heard the comments that he made about the community, what did you think? What was your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I didn't really hear the comments because I don't follow him. I'm not interested in the baby or baby whatever music. So I just think, I think freedom of speech is limited with who you talk about. You can say whatever you want to say about Black people, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to LGBTQ and other stuff, you're about to be canceled. So I just think it's a joke. I think, people have their feelings, people express themselves. And if you're going to hold someone accountable and do this fake cancel culture thing, then it should be across the board, and it's not. So I just think it's a joke. I didn't really care too much about it. I didn't care too much, So, I don't listen to him. So I found out about it through you guys talking about it. So, yeah, that's what I think. I don't think the baby's music is good anyway. So, yeah.
Okay. That doesn't fair if it's trash music, right? Well, shout outs to
trash music for trash listeners.
Quick shout outs to Luann Love for watching us, and shout outs to Al. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Shout out to Al. Shout out to Luann.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys can, please feel free to get these likes up.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Tammy.
First Lady Tammy.
Yeah.
I know you always have a lot to say. Go ahead, Tammy.
I do. So I don't really listen to his music, and I didn't hear his comments. I heard about the comments that he made, and what I will say is, I kind of agree that he didn't understand his audience, but I kind of feel like, especially like now, there is this entitlement that some people seem to have, and they kind of have this invincibility, mentality that they can kind of do whatever and nothing's going to happen. Especially when you reach a certain status of popularity, they almost feel like nothing can happen. That they have so many fans, it don't matter that I can say whatever and it's going to be all good. Nothing's going to happen to me. And I kind of feel like you have to be aware of the people that are watching you, and I've said it before that when you are African American, like you have to be more aware than other people, because there's always going to be somebody that's trying to take what you have and stop what you're doing. Especially if they see you're reaching a certain level that they don't think you should be. They're going to try to find a way to take that away from you. So you always have to be aware of that, and you have to make sure that you don't do things that give them the ammunition to do the things that they want to do. So we have to always make sure that we are aware of the people that are around us and the people that are listening to us, because you already know that had he not been black, it would have been a different story. It'd have been a different story, possibly. I'll say possibly. But that's the thing, is that because he is African American, like you always have to do extra. You always have to go the extra mile. You always have to be extra cautious, because there's always someone trying to take away from us what we have. So it's a matter of, I think he was stupid when he said what he said, because it's like, you can't do what everybody else does. You just can't. You have to make sure that you're always on your toes so that they don't take what you have. Don't put your livelihood in jeopardy. Don't put anything that you have in jeopardy. Don't put your bag in jeopardy because you want to make a comment that you might think is the right thing to say, because you're trying to get likes or whatever it is. Like I said, when you are African American, you have to work that much harder, and you have to be more aware, and you have to be more careful with what you say, because things can always get twisted, and they will find a way to twist what you say to mean something else. So I think it's a matter of, he was very naive when he did what he did, because it's like, you can't just have this mentality, I can say whatever I want to say and everything's going to be cool. Because even with an apology, which he did, it didn't matter. It didn't matter even when he made his apology. Because like I said, there's always someone trying to take what you have and stop you from reaching a higher level. So if they can do it by canceling him, then that's what they're going to do. So like I said, it's just a matter of, you have to be more aware. When you're not, a certain kind of person, you have to be aware that there's people that are trying to get what you have. So be more mindful of the things you say, and know that everything you say can and probably will be scrutinized and torn apart and twisted into something else. So
Okay. Thank you, Tammy, for sharing that. Okay. Fellas, right? Which one you guys want to go next?
I'll go last.
You want to go last? Okay. Hall of Fame. Do you want to go next, or you want to go?
Let's see KQ go first.
Okay. I'm gonna let CKQ go first, and then CJ Kyles. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining in. And I'll let you go next. Okay.
Just like Blooming Ebony actually was just saying in the comments, I'm not really too familiar with what he did. I vaguely know that he made like homophobic comments. Or actually, I don't think it was anything that crazy. He just said like, you know, like if you're not sucking someone in the parking lot, put your hands up or something like that. Like I think it was
Yeah.
something not very threatening in my opinion, but realistically nowadays you can't really say anything that is slightly in the homophobic light because hell, I mean, if you say anything straight is just instantly looked at as homophobic. So you really can't say much. You really just there's a lot of tiptoeing around in this culture, which I don't understand. I'm not a fan of. You can't really say much without it being looked at as you hate someone. Everything is hate speech nowadays. That's just how I look at it. I'm not too familiar with it, but I know that his name is being dragged through the mud right now.
Yeah.
And I know apologizing is probably one of the worst things you can ever do. Like if you ever apologize, like it's never going to work out for you. So you might as well either try to justify your position or double down. I think, but like backing up and trying to apologize just never really helped anyone that's ever been in this position.
Well, why do you feel that way?
Why do I feel that apologizing doesn't help?
Mm-hmm.
Because apologizing, okay, anyone who's ever made a public apology has never gotten it's okay. They just constantly keep dragging his name through the mud. So if they're going to keep dragging your name through the mud, you might as well double down on your position if you actually mean it. That's just how I look at it. I mean, if I'm going to say sorry and they're going to be like, well, fuck you either way. So I'm just like, all right, well, fuck you too. Like, what the hell? Yeah. Like, I meant what I said. Like, I didn't mean to hurt anyone, but if you guys are offended by it, then, that's your job. Your problem. Like, I say what I mean. And if you take it however you want, then take it however you want. That's it.
Yeah. No, I hear you though. It, I know it's a little kind of off subject, but it reminds me of Snoop Dogg's comment to Gail Kim when she was talking bad about Kobe Bryant, and Snoop Dogg was emotional and he called her the B word, but later he did kind of like back down and gave that apology because I don't think he was feeling any signs of remorse, but he knew that he could get canceled at any time, and
I think even at that point. Even at that point, that's still it was in the middle of a heated discussion or debate. I think what he said was something on stage, like literally in the middle of a concert or something like that. Yeah, I think CJ probably knows a little bit more about it.
Do you have
Go
the
ahead.
script of what he said? I know there's an article out there with exactly what he said, like word for word. Do you have that?
I do. Can you see it?
Yeah. Where?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Now
I can't wait till I jump on. Go ahead.
So
because I want
this
people
will
to
take a long
understand
time for
exactly
me to
this.
kind of read all of this, and I don't know if you guys would want to hear me read.
I like the most offensive part. Where is the most offensive part?
Most offensive part is, let's take a look. He said to his fans, don't contract AIDS, HIV, because they're not nasty, gay, blah, 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 or junkies. I wasn't going on a rant. The rapper continues. That's a call to action. Let me see. I'm a performer. I'm the best live performer. Let's see. What else? He apologized again.
Go back up. Go back up.
Yeah, go back
You
up.
gotta read. You gotta read it. You
So
have
the
to read
part,
it.
Right here.
the part where he connects
On
HIV
July 26th, the rapper
with
took to
being,
Instagram
with
to
being
clarify
gay.
some of his comments. He said his
Yeah, the
fans
part where
don't
he-
contract HIV.
Excuse me. Hold on. Pause. Everybody in the background, mute your background, please. Everybody in the background, mute your background, please, while someone is talking. Thank you.
There's a background noise in the back, so I don't know who's whistling.
Is that me?
But
I don't think so.
no. But okay, so let me go back to the article real quick, right? Well, that's why I said blah blah blah, because YouTube is kind of funny style when you try to say the G word and all that. So right here where it's highlighted, I think that's the part where people got offended because he mentioned the AIDS and HIV, and let's see, because they're not nasty, gay, blah blah blah, or whatever. And so because he tied in HIV within that part, that's the part where people got offended the most. Because it sounded like that he's saying that, well, if you're the G word, you know, YouTube, if you're the G word, then you contract AIDS and HIV. And I think that's where.
But that's not what he said, though. He didn't say that.
But that's
he
how
sure didn't say that. He sure did.
Never said that, though.
Yeah, he did.
That's
how they, oh, go ahead.
But he never said.
His apology.
He never said AIDS had anything to do with being gay. He never said that.
He connected the two, though. He basically.
But
there's no such thing as connected nothing. He never said it. But go ahead, CJ.
Hold on, one at a time.
Did you watch the performance? Because
I watched the whole thing.
Connected. He literally
no,
connected
he did not.
the two. Yes,
no,
he
did not.
Okay, one saying that is connected, and then the other one says not. Hold on.
First
okay, one at a time.
First,
go ahead, CJ.
First, he said if you not in the parking lot sucking D, put your hands up. Yeah, then he said, if you don't have any kind of disease like HIV or something like that that's gonna kill you tomorrow, put your hands up. He never intertwined the two. That's cap.
Okay, now Luna.
Big cap.
Okay, Luna.
That was all he just said, though. You gave a basic rundown of what he said. Yeah, I have a lag.
He also said that he also said put your hands up if your coochie smell like water. So all the girls who coochie don't smell like water, should they get offended too?
Are you reading the script?
I actually watched the video. I watched the whole performance.
Okay. So he was perpetuating the stigmatism that HIV and AIDS is going to kill you as soon as possible. And
what does that have to do with the LGBT?
Wait, hold on.
Exactly.
She's trying to make her point, y'all. Go ahead, Luna.
Can't let me. Okay, so he's perpetuating the stigmatism that HIV and AIDS is going to kill you basically within 2 weeks, which is wrong. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that stigmatism goes to gay people, because when it first came out, when first HIV and AIDS first came out back in the 80s, it was basically put on the gay community, the LGBTQ community. It wasn't like something that straight people got, and it was a death sentence. So basically saying, if you want to suck dick in the parking lot to get in the club, put your hands up, all that shit. Of course, it's gonna offend people. It's not like you can say that shit and not offend nobody. Somebody has to be sucking dick in the parking lot to get offended. Like, what does that have to do with me being here? And then you looking down on those people overall. You're saying that that's what you should be doing in order to be at this concert.
So
who
started that? Where did that come from then?
You talking about from back then?
Yeah, where did that come from? You said the 80s. Where did it come from? Who said it?
What you mean, who said it?
You said it came back from the 80s. You said it started from the 80s, right?
That was the first time they studied HIV/AIDS disease. So it wasn't like somebody specifically who said it. I can't bring up my reps and sources right now because I don't have them on my hand. I didn't know this conversation was going to go this way. But everybody knows they basically put the HIV/AIDS onto people who weren't straight.
Everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that.
How you not know that? Y'all grew up in the 80s.
I asked you where did listen. I was born in 83, right? So where did it come from? Who started that rumor?
I don't know.
No one's gonna really know who starts the rumors.
Well, exactly. So basically, that's hearsay.
Who started the rumor? But
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me say something.
But again, it is the rumor, and rumors are hearsay.
Yeah. Let me say this, right. I get what you're saying, right. But in this scenario, right, what the baby is saying, right, he's not really trying to tie in with that community. It's something that rappers just usually like joke around and say, right, to like their homies or to the crowd of people, because that was like at that time that was old school hip hop. You know, they're gonna say whatever they say because it's like, hey man, like don't be a lame if you're doing this and that. But unfortunately, The
even
people
right now, it
chose.
still is something. It is something that guys still say, but it's just
Yeah,
it can't be said out loud because again, we are in cancel culture. The second you say
yeah, but
anything
that's the point that
slightly,
I'm making, that people choose to get offended over
yes,
this type of stuff that anybody else could just say the next day and just get away with it.
Let's just get to CJ's on CJ.
Well, one thing, like I said, he never said anything bad about the LBGTQ plus community. He never did. He never made any derogatory comments towards them. And he said a lot of things. If all the broke dudes who were in the building, should they be offended? Because he said things about broke dudes too. All the women who coochie don't smell like water, should they be offended? All the stank coochie girls up in the building, should they be offended as well? Because he said something about them as well. So we can't pick and choose. They are bullying. They are bullying. It is what it is. They are bullying, and that's the thing. And see, my issue is really this: Black folks are so quick to come to the aid of them, but when it's an issue in our community, they don't come to the aid of us.
Yep.
Look who defended. Look who defended the LBGTQ plus community when that Democrat was killing all those gay black men. They didn't make no noise about it. It was black men that said something. What is his name? I can't think of his name. I have to look it up. But he was going around killing black men. So no, absolutely not. The baby is not canceled. He'll be fine. He didn't say nothing towards those people. He'll be all right.
What's that, Tammy?
Is he talking about Jeffrey Dahmer?
No,
Oh.
no. I'm gonna look it up though.
Okay. Let me get Mr. Hall of Fame real quick.
DJ Eddie, man, I gotta pass it to you first because you've been waiting a long time.
No, go ahead. That's why I want to say something.
I thought you were talking
to the end. I gotta
Okay.
say something to the end. Go ahead, because
All right,
I'm ready though. Go ahead.
I mean, I think that I think that he should have been smarter in what he said. You know what I mean? Just kind of understanding just how things are, during these times. With that though, I do think they just kind of just took what he said in that one piece and just stretched it and made it more than what it was. Because he said more than just that. So I believe that
you gotta know your audience. Don't be ignorant.
Yeah. And I think due to that, I think that the people around him, or maybe his publicist, or maybe his agent, or just the people that are around him, could just tell him, hey, bro, listen, you ain't saying nothing wrong. We know you ain't targeting nobody. You ain't really coming nobody's head like that, but you just can't say certain things, man, because some people are gonna try to target you just based on that. You know what I mean? Just based on who you are. You know what I'm saying? And just being aware that as a man of color, you just got to move a certain way. Unfortunately, understanding the system, understanding how the system is, understanding that we got to still fight for our voting rights, and we still got to fight for different things. We just got to have an understanding of where we at. Once you understand who your enemy is and where you're at, it's a lot easier to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? So I think you just got to understand, what's going down with the times and how things are, and how the powers that be, how they move. And once he understands that, and once he approaches it that way, he'll be fine. You know what I mean? I do believe that he will make more music. It's crazy how they just removed him from different songs or whatever, but yet you have, people like Bieber and a whole bunch of other people saying the N-word and videos and all types of stuff. And they didn't get canceled at all. People could just say the N-word freely. They could dress in blackface. They could do a whole bunch of stuff, and they don't never get canceled. But we know why. We understand why. We know the system ain't built for us, but that we are basically trying to change a system that is not for us, or we wasn't even thought about when the system was created. So we were servants and slaves. So we get that, but we all gotta be aware and stay woke and be woke. Not just stay woke, but be woke and understand that there's certain things you can't say, because they will stretch it and they will try to make it seem like you're doing the most when you ain't even do nothing at all. But that's it.
You're muted, bro.
CJ said Ed Buck is his name. Thank you.
I do have to get going. I just wanted to stop in real quick just to, throw a couple comments in there, but I got to get going, so I'm sorry.
That's all good. Thank you for answering the first question that we're still on. But
yeah, thanks for coming in, bro.
Yeah.
All right. But I'll catch you guys later, though. All right?
All right, no problem, man. Peace. All right. Surprised we didn't get no sound effects, man. But yeah. But yeah. Anyways, man. Dang, it's already like 54 minutes. Okay. But DJ Eddie King, man.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and put you in the middle right quick.
Yeah,
You got something to say. You got something to say, right?
Let's
yeah,
get
go
it.
ahead.
Let's get it. First of all, the baby, aka Baby Jesus, was born December 22nd, the same day my mother's birthday. Okay.
Wait. What you say? The what?
December 22nd, the same day my mother's birthday.
Okay, I think you said Baby Jesus or something.
No, that was his name. That's his
former name.
That was his name.
His former name was the Baby Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
And then he changed from Baby Jesus to Baby, and then it went from Baby to DaBaby. Yeah.
Who the fuck named Jesus though? I mean, excuse me, Lord, but come on, man.
Baby Jesus. You ain't know. Y'all don't know about these rappers.
Bro, I don't be listening to trash rappers like that, man. Damn.
Well, you know,
okay. Well, maybe cause of Jesus.
No, listen. There's a
better when he was underground.
There's a white guy named something Jesus. I forgot his young name. This dude's name. That was doing little videos. I think he was from Chicago. Was he from Chicago? No, he was doing drill music.
I think he was Slim Jesus. I think.
Slim Jesus. There we go. Yeah, he named himself that. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get to it.
Forgot about Slim Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen. Now, well, first of all, the baby, right? You know, he said if you didn't show up today with HIV/AIDS or any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks, put your cell phone lighters up. Remember, any. You heard that word, right? Any of them deadly sexual transmitted disease. So this is what the problem I got. They took the HIV/AIDS. They took that and they didn't say anything else about any other transsexual disease. Now, if he'd came and said something like, you know, if you didn't show up with coronavirus of any of them viruses, you know, that nobody wouldn't have nothing to say, right? If you showed up with if you showed up with chickenpox, if you didn't show up with chickenpox today, put your cell phone lighters up, okay? He said any of them sexual transmitted diseases also, they leaving that out, right? So they took HIV and AIDS and ran with that and trying to say, oh, you know, he's talking about the I'm gonna say emotional community. Okay, first of all, they tell on theyself. You know why? So why would you pick those two and just come out and just all of a sudden come out and say, oh yeah, he's talking about us? Why would you pick those two out of all the other diseases that he's talking about? And just say that, oh yeah, he's talking about us. So first of all, I didn't hear anything about what he said, anything G word that came out of his mouth. Okay. Second of all, the baby was actually talking about, there are people out there, he didn't use the LGBT, he didn't say nothing. There are people out there who have these type of diseases that's not even part of the LGBT community. You know, it's straight people, straight women, straight men. A lot of those have those too. So he didn't. What he was saying was, if you're not spreading these diseases, you know you got it, right? These people know they got this type of diseases, and they're going off spreading to people who don't have it, right? Some people are doing it, right? He did not use the G word. They took that off the back and just ran with it, and assuming that he's talking about them. Why would we think that he's talking about y'all? Where do y'all come in at?
Yeah, DJ, let me ask you a question about that too.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember Eazy-E? He had AIDS and HIV, AIDS I think, and he died from that. But that didn't come from you know the G people, you know.
No, that didn't come from them. No.
Yeah. So my question is,
he wasn't even like that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is, what if he was just trying to make, like, in his mind, right, try and make a tribute about Eazy-E? He didn't have to say his name.
Right.
But,
exactly.
Yeah, you don't know what went through his mind at the time.
Exactly. You know, we don't know. They are assuming that's who they're talking about, and that ain't right. First of all,
but
there was no G. There was no G word used. There wasn't even no LGBTQ community used on that stage at that concert. And if you was really in the hood like that, you would know that's how guys talk, right? But then that and another definition word of that, it might be people that just be, how there'd be some people that be like, oh yeah, what's up, man? They'd be all on his tail, all on his helmet, trying to praise him or praise her or whatever. That's called sucking dick. That's what that's called. That's called sucking dick. Mayweather used it before when people tried to praise him and all that type of stuff. He said, "Man, stop sucking my dick." You know what I mean? He used that term before. So now, now this man get on stage and didn't even mention anything about the LGBT community. Didn't even say the G word. Didn't say nothing like that. But they assume right off the back with the minute when he said HIV and AIDS is what they talking about. Why would y'all think that? and then somebody else come out and said that term was used back in the 80s. Who said it? Where did that come from? All that's just hearsay. That's just hearsay. There's no proof of that. There's no proof. Excuse me. There's no proof. Excuse me. There's no proof.
Of course, there's no proof.
Hey, hold on.
That rumor has been debunked long ago.
Hold on. I'm talking.
I'll get back to you.
Like I said, because she's trying to butt in. Like I said, there's no proof of that, right? People bringing that story up. That's just hearsay. Just like there's no proof that DaBaby was even talking about them. There's no proof of that. So to my knowledge, to what I know, he's talking about people that's spreading this diseases, any disease. That's what he used, any diseases. Okay, he's not just talking about HIV and AIDS. He's saying any diseases. Let's not leave that part out.
Okay.
Let's not leave that out, but go ahead.
All right. Now this will Luna, before I let you speak, right? Maybe this will probably tie into it. But do you feel that DaBaby should have been canceled from any deals that he has going on?
No. And then you know why? First and foremost, if they're going to cancel DaBaby, they got to cancel thousands and thousands and thousands of rappers that was rapping like that in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, even 2021.
Hell, they might go that far back.
You're going to have to cancel everybody. So, but hold on. But at the same time, right? Y'all taking that and trying to run with it, but ain't nobody saying nothing about this dude dancing on the devil. Ain't nobody saying nothing about this dude that's making videos of him and his squad naked and trying to say, well, this is for the kids to watch. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that, though. Where everybody at with that?
But to talk about that part,
where about that? Ain't listen, y'all ain't saying nothing about it. I hear no LGBT community say, hey, you know what? That's wrong. And if you feel like, oh, well, there has been some LGBT community that says something about that. Where's it at? Is it on video? Where's it at? It ain't on video. And it ain't social media. It ain't in social media. It ain't in social media. So where's all that at? If they are defending what's right and what's wrong, where are they at?
Okay, Luna, let me get to you real quick, right? What you got to say?
You saying, okay, back to 1980s comment.
Okay.
They medical research that it came from homosexual people. It wasn't just a rumor. That rumor has long been debunked. But when it first came out, they specifically said it came from people who were gay or homosexual. So it's not like
who's they?
Hold on. Let her talk.
For no reason. You gotta do that research on your own. I can't spoon feed you everything. But this was something when
you just said earlier you didn't know. You just said you didn't know.
They said it.
You just said earlier you didn't know.
You can't be presenting these facts without
exactly.
I don't know. Like that's a lie, but that's a lie.
Exactly. This is definitely a lie.
I can't go a specific person that said it, but y'all can do your own research. Y'all can Google the shit because it's been long debunked.
How about you Google it? You don't know. You brought it up. You Google it.
A lot of people still feed into that stigma.
Hold on. I will say this though. Make sure you guys say allegedly
about that, because
Hold on. I just want to say when just make sure y'all say allegedly. If you guys don't have the source, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Okay, allegedly, our doctors and physicians thought it came from homosexual people. They didn't think it just came from straight people. because they just thought it just came from homosexual people. So if a straight person got it, they would be like, oh, you must be on the down low. There's a bunch of like articles and research and stuff about this from back in the 80s for this. I don't gotta just spoon feed y'all everything, but allegedly that's what it was.
You brought it up. You got to bring facts. You got to bring facts. You brought it up.
That has long been debunked. We don't feed into that stigma anymore, but a lot of people still do feel like that's what happens.
So what?
Anyways, I don't feel like DaBaby should be canceled because people say stupid shit all the time. But we live in a generation where everybody get their feelings hurt, you know, and you got to deal with the repercussions of hurting somebody's feelings. Like I said, you as a public figure need to know your audience and who you are talking to. If you're in front of a stage full of a mixed audience, there are things you can and cannot say in front of a mixed audience. Just like when you're in front of white people, there are things you can and cannot say in front of white people. There are things you can and cannot say in front of black people. You have to know your audience, and you have to know exactly what it is. He's just ignorant to his audience, and he said the wrong things at the wrong time. And I don't feel like he should be canceled for that, but you messed up a lot of big people's papers. The people above him that get paid for that, you messed up a lot of their paychecks because he said something stupid. So of course they're gonna give him consequences for his actions. It's not like he can't come back from it, but he just gonna have to.
Where's the proof that he's talking about it?
But
where's proof that they have that he's talking about them?
Huh?
Yeah.
There is.
Go ahead. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, CJ.
Wait. I don't think she heard. Hold on, she didn't hear your question though.
No, she heard me. Go ahead.
Did you? Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
I said, hold on.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're cutting out.
I said, where's the proof at? That he was talking about the LGBT community. Where's the proof?
Okay, she got disconnected. Go ahead, CJ.
Well, I guess straight people don't get HIV either, right? Because apparently this. And then if you want to talk about facts that's not being presented, as far as I knew, AIDS started from a monkey because that's what they told. That's the story that they told. So they need to stop with the cap. But as far as I'm concerned, DaBaby won't be canceled. His fan base is too strong. They're not going to cancel him. He has one of the most powerful people in music managing him, which is 50 Cent. So like, knock it off. He's not going to be canceled. He'll be fine. As far as these companies, you talking about, you know, your audience. It's not his audience that's trying to cancel him. It's the corporations that's trying to cancel him because most of these execs are gay. It is what it is. So, but again, he never specifically shouted out, oh, if you gay, or if you gay, this gonna happen to you, or if you gay, no, stop the cap. And the funny part is, like I said, where was all this smoke for Justin Bieber when he called black people the N-word literally?
Right.
He had a song about it.
Years ago.
And that's not allegedly. That's on video on YouTube.
And you can find it right on YouTube, and it ain't been taken down. What was all this smoke for him? Black people still pumping his songs like he ain't never said it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So where's all that smoke? I swear, man, that's one thing I respect about the LGBTQ plus whatever. If you say something about them, they coming for you. They coming for you. I can respect that. But if you say something about us, we'll go buy tickets to your show.
Yep.
So it is what it is, man.
Okay. First Lady Tammy, what's your thought?
Cancel culture is selective. Cancel culture
hold on.
is completely selective. It's not based on people.
All right, hold on, Luna. Let me get this First Lady Tammy real quick. I'll get back to you. Well, actually, hold on. I gotta get to Queen as well too, though. First Lady Tammy, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I don't think it's okay to pick and choose who you're gonna cancel when there's other people that do the same thing. I feel like if you don't do it for one, you should do it for others. But like I said, you know, everybody's trying to take what we have. So I said again, you just have to be mindful of what you say and know that something you say, like, you know, DJ Eddie King said, you know, what he said, you know, he didn't mention the gay community, the G community, but yet what he said was twisted. So, and that's what happens. They will try to twist what you say to mean something else. And that's what they do. So it's about being mindful when you say something. Just be aware that because of who you are, there's going to be somebody that's going to try to twist what you say to mean something else that you probably didn't mean, and then you have to offer an explanation that you didn't think we're going to have to say. So, like when you choose to say something, that's why I say, when you choose to say something, be aware that yeah, you said it. Just know that there's going to be somebody who's going to have something to say about what you said, whether you meant it in a negative way or not. There, it's going to be turned to mean something that you, like I said, that you probably didn't mean. So. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think he should have been canceled. Because like I said, there's other people who do other things. Like, CJ Kyle said, Justin Bieber. I mean, I didn't hear what he said, but, it's on video. And that's the thing is that, he hasn't been canceled. So when it comes to, when you're when you're black, like that's the thing is like, you got to be aware. Like you black, you can't do what everybody else does. You can't do what everybody else does. Like you have to keep that in the front of your mind. You can't do what everybody else does because when you do, it's gonna go left. So, it's like if you choose to say it, like just know it's a possibility that they won't, but it's a bigger possibility that it will. So that's all I'm saying. That yeah.
Okay.
M3.
What's up?
Hey man, did you go to we got the second question yet? We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna get to Queen and I'm gonna get to you, Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Okay, Queen. I know you've been quiet for a minute. What's your thoughts?
On the second question or the first one?
The second one. Queen, can you hear us? Okay.
One second.
Okay, no problem. Hall of Fame. I'm gonna get to you then. While I wait for Queen.
I think that man, it's tough because it's like they're already targeting them, so I think I'm necessarily I don't think that he'll completely fall off. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be able to maintain some momentum, but this is hurting him a little bit though. You know what I'm saying? They done took him off for some of the remixes that he did with certain artists. You know what I mean? And it just kind of they've kind of just done little things here and there to kind of to really mess with him. You know what I mean? Mess up some good paper he was getting. So I think he'll be fine. You know what I mean? He does have a big following. People really like him. The kids really like him. He's very marketable. I just can't get into his music, and I'm gonna try to listen to some of his stuff tonight.
No, don't do it.
Just to kind of see, how he really is as far as the music, but I don't really know how he is. You know what I'm saying? So, but it seems like he makes all different types of rap. Like he makes rap that you can you can drive in your car with, you can dance with. So it seems like he's multifaceted from what I've seen. But I haven't really listened to him lyrically to really understand what his message is about. So, I will do that, later on tonight. You know what I mean? To see what he's really about. But yeah, I think he'll be fine overall. It's sad that he's lost some of the things that he's lost, but I think he'll recoup from it. And he'll be okay.
Okay.
You were talking to me. I'm sorry. I had to step away.
Okay. Did you see the number 2 question I put up?
Yes. I mean, I don't really have any feelings either way. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not interested in becoming a fan. I'm not interested in his type of music. So, but I think I don't think people should take what someone's saying and just take what someone says and just kind of like defeat them, because if that's the case, they need to have that same type of mindset across the board, and it's not done. So I like what First Lady Tammy said about we as Black people need to be mindful because we can't do and move the same way as other people, and then when one person is offended, I don't know. I mean, I would have to do more research on it, but I'm not interested in doing more research on it because I don't really care for him. But I just don't think his money shouldn't be affected by his opinion. His opinion is his opinion. And I think if people are offended, they just don't need to listen. Because if that's the case, we need to cancel everybody because somebody does something to offend somebody, and it's not okay. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, but we already know like they're not gonna, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna go for it for everyone. Like I said, I feel like it was more of a selection, and he was just the chosen one to be on timeout. That's what I'm just gonna say. The baby's on timeout. Luna, I know you said something earlier. Seemed like you had a strong opinion about it. Can you hear us?
Yeah, what was that?
Like, I know you had something to say. I know you had something to say earlier today, when we was talking about the number 2, but I didn't kind of catch that real quick. Did you have a strong opinion about number 2?
What? I forgot. Oh, I was saying cancel culture is selective. It's not one person gets the treatment and everybody gets the treatment. It's very selective on who hears it at what time and the influence that they have over other people. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And a lot of people, they got better publicists or they got better lawyers that can stop shit from being leaked out so that people don't get wind of what's going on. People pick and choose who they want to cancel. They don't pick everybody, because if that's the case, we wouldn't have any artists, we wouldn't have any movie actors or actresses, we wouldn't have nobody, we wouldn't have no businessmen. Like, everybody does something to piss somebody off.
Okay, I guess that's just what it is, Okay, what?
I just want to say this, that law had just started with the other community. That just started.
Wait, what law are you talking about?
About us, about people. I'm gonna say people in general that can't speak on, the LGBT community and the G word. That law just started. That law just started. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That just started.
I do have a question, DJ Eddie. Do you feel like that law also applies to religious beliefs? Like, if you disrespect one's religion, do you think that there should be consequences as well too?
And disrespecting other people's religions?
Yeah.
Far as other people's religion, everybody got different religion. I don't think people should speak on somebody else's religion. If that's what they believe, then I guess that's that's what they believe, I guess.
Yeah, but do you feel like, okay, let's say for instance, you can't make fun of, I mean, nobody should make fun of anybody, but you can't make fun of that community. But then you still have people that make fun of Jesus Christ.
It depends, because matter of fact, yeah. Hold on, let me say it depends, because you got other people who has a religion that believes in, the evil spirits. You got other ones who believes in dating young little boys or little girls at the age of 9. They got religions that they believe that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And of course, I wouldn't say make fun of that. I say that type of stuff need to be canceled. That stuff need to be canceled.
Okay.
But just like Nick Cannon, supposedly he said something about the Jews or whatever, right? Okay, and then Nick Cannon apologized or whatever, whatnot. But you got the Jews in different countries who are dating these young boys and these young girls, and that's actually factual. That's not allegedly. That's actually factual. They have videos. They have the news feed of what these Jews have done. I actually have it. Excuse me. I actually have proof of this, factual, that'll bring it to the table.
Who said that, though?
Now,
give me your facts.
For those, right? Excuse me.
He said, give her the facts.
Facts on what?
She's saying basically, do you have the proof?
Of what?
Of
What are we talking?
said.
Yeah, I got proof. Oh, I most definitely got proof of that. I most definitely got proof of that. I got facts. I got proof. But far as the baby is concerned, no one has the proof. No one has facts that he's talking about these people. Because if you think about it, that first of all, that law just started or whatever. There's nothing that he said anything about the LGBT or the G word. You're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find him saying anything disrespectful towards them. You're not gonna find that. That's hearsay. That's not facts. That's just hearsay. These people are coming out of the blue saying, the baby saying this and this and that. Oh, he's referring to. Listen, I don't care what he's referring to. Did you hear him say that? Yes or no? No, you did not. He did not use those words. He did not speak on that community, and I don't think he should be canceled. Because if that's the case, it's been like that since the 90s. Other people have been talking smack. But at the same time, they're talking about the emotional side. They're not talking about the solid ones. They're not talking about the solid ones. They're talking about the emotional ones. Okay, let me make that clear. The bougie ones. Okay, that them over there on that side, that sit on that side is emotional. Those are the bougie ones. Those are the ones that I'm gonna say allegedly. The majority of them go around and they and not just them, but straight. You got straight people, you got straight men, you got straight women. A lot of them go around spreading, a lot of sexual transmitted, diseases. And a lot of people on their side do the same thing, right? Okay, so how do you know for sure that that's who he's talking about?
I mean, nobody's for sure, but it seems like everyone assumes.
They're just assuming. They ain't got no facts. But if you really just look what CJ was saying about Justin Bieber was going around singing a song, he sung the song by Uncle Dave when he was speaking those lyrics. If anybody don't know who Uncle Dave is, y'all can look it up. No one bashed him. No one said anything about him. But when it comes to this other side, the other community, you know what I mean? It's things is totally different. Even though the baby never said anything to them.
Okay. Let me get to
Can I? May I say something?
Go ahead.
I think that I think basically because he never really said anything specifically about that community, I don't think they could hold him responsible.
Right.
I think if you say to hold somebody responsible, if they didn't say something directly to somebody.
Yeah.
Now, if he would have directly said it, then that's a whole different situation. Then you could say whatever you want to say about him, or you could say, okay, he's wrong, or whatever. But he never said anything about anybody who chose an alternative lifestyle, or anybody who was doing certain things. You know what I mean? He just said, put your lighters up if you ain't do something in the parking lot. That could have been for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was just basically, he was just basically targeted because they just set up a target. You know what I'm saying? They felt like he could be easy target, and they felt like they could just get at him. And that's really what it was.
I'm going to say this overall, what he should have just said in the beginning when all this accusation was coming at him. If I were him, I would just say, look, I'm not talking about y'all, and that's it. We're talking about something that is totally different, having a totally complete different conversation. This has nothing to do with y'all. Stay out of it. Don't bring your sensitivity on my platform, and that's it.
Those are the solid ones. The solid ones that he's talking about. The solid ones that's supporting him. The solid ones that's supporting them. That's supporting him. It's the ones he's not talking about. But those on the other side, even the straight, if you are going around spreading these diseases, he talking about you. If you spreading these diseases to people who don't have the disease, you're doing it purposely. He talking about you.
Yeah. Okay. Hey man, that was good sharing, everyone. Let me get. So I had number 3 out there, but the question is do you feel like cancel culture is taking things further than what they need to be? honestly, I feel like this don't even need to be answered because we already know that. You know, can we all just agree to be like, yeah, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we're going number 4. You know, number 4 is: do you feel that the artists that are in the music business have a responsibility to their audience? What responsibilities do you think that is? I'll let CJ answer it.
They have a responsibility to be artists and to display their art as they see fit. I can't tell M3 how to run his broadcast. If M3 want to say what's on his mind, M3 want to say what's on his mind. I can't tell any grown person how to think and how to feel and how to display their content, because as an artist, this is what we do. You cannot censor me. You cannot tell me how it's supposed to be ran. Now, I will say this. If you are a parent, it is your responsibility to try to monitor as best as you can what your child listens to. But as an artist, do they have a responsibility to the audience? Well, you have to look at it from a different perspective. Are they trying to make money, or are they trying to be true to themselves? If they are trying to make money, then they have to cater to what is popular. If they are trying to be true to themselves and really build an audience, they will do it as long as as long as they can build the audience that is going to follow them for who they are and not just get a quick buck. To me, that's the most authentic way to go about it. Look at people like Tariq Nasheed, stayed loyal to his audience and raised $1 million in 30 days. So, I mean, that's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all got to dip on out. I had a beautiful time, y'all. I love knowledge and relationships, man. But I got to dip on out of here.
Salute, CJ.
Okay, salute to you, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Hey, you want to shout out your platform real quick?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, y'all can find me on the High Value Nurse on YouTube, man. YouTube, the High Value Nurse, man. We dropping content every single day, man. Just hit 1,000 watch hours. The haters tried to take me out, but I'm back, and they ain't finna stop nothing. Brand new channel. Stop playing with me. But yeah, I love knowledge and relationships, y'all. Y'all subscribe to them. M3. I forgot this gentleman over here with the braids. My apologies for not remembering your name.
DJ Eddie King.
DJ Eddie, shout out to you. Shout out to Hall of Fame. Shout out to First Lady. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to even Luna, even though she be reckless, but shout out to her too. So I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and zoom on you real quick, CJ. So look, definitely follow. Type in the High Value Nurse. And you'll find his YouTube channel. You know, the haters and the trolls try to take the brother down, man. But still he rise.
Got my channel canceled, but in less than 30 days, hit him with 1,000 watch time hours, bro. We doing numbers. So like I said, man, it is what it is. You can't stop what's already written. So I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
For sure, man. I can't wait till you triple up, man, so we can just straight flex on them. But yeah, man. All right, let's go to let's get back to number 4. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Number 4. Okay, let me see.
You already said that. You said that.
Okay, but only one person answered though. I gotta get to like somebody else. Wait, First Lady Tammy, how you feel about this?
I do feel like they have responsibility to their audience to, you know, do the best job that they can and be their authentic self. I mean, I kind of feel like that's what their main responsibility is. You know, they can't really, like, you know, CJ says, you know, you can't really tell anybody what to do. And everybody's audience is different, so everybody's platform is going to be different. And so, you know, I think that delivering the kind of music that your audience is asking for and continues to want is your responsibility. And so I mean, you know, when you're on that stage, you know, I mean, I don't know, like I just think everything just always boils down to being aware of yourself and your audience, and you know, understanding the kind of people that you have that are fans. And like I said, you know, when you are a certain kind of person, you have to do, you know, you have to do the most, and you have to do extra. And I guess that's part of your responsibility, is to make sure that you are doing the best to make sure that you don't get shut down. So your responsibility to your audience is to make sure that you don't allow anything to take away what you have. So I would say that would be your responsibility to your audience of any artist is to make sure that you don't allow people to take your bag, to take your platform. Don't give the ammunition to people for them to do that because they will try to do that if they can. Um, you know, innocent things can be turned into other things. Um, and don't allow people to do that. And like I said, when you are not a certain kind of person, they already have the ammunition they need, but you just give them a little bit more by saying and doing certain things. So, yeah, and I think you're in the spotlight, so they're always looking for you to mess up. They're always looking for you to say or do something that they can say, okay, good. They said that, but we can make it be like this. And that's why you have it where some people don't get canceled, but some people do, because they watch some people more than they watch others. They pay attention to some people more than they pay attention to others. So, and like I said, when you're trying to reach a certain plateau, they want to try to put a stop to that because there's power in reaching certain plateaus. So they don't want certain people to get power. So if they can put a stop to that, that's what they will do. So your job, your responsibility to your audience is don't allow people to do that. Don't give people what they need so they can take away what you have. So.
Thank you, First Lady Tammy. Mr. Hall of Fame. I'm going to ask you, what do you thought about what Tammy said about they don't want you to reach a certain level of power? Before I even get to the number 5 question.
Matter of fact, let Luna answer that. I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna fade to the back.
Okay. Luna, how do you feel about the thought of not wanting, black people to have a position of power, and that's the reasoning of why they target certain individuals to cancel them so quick when they make a mistake?
Oh, definitely. Tammy be speaking truth when she said, "When you black, you gotta be aware of everything you do and everything you say because they don't want black people in position of power." There are people literally out here making sure black people don't get the money they need. They call that redlining. They did it when we was trying to buy property. They did it with jobs. They did it with all types of shit. So of course, when any black person is trying to touch money, they're gonna do everything in their power to stop it. Even if it might not be a direct and very like obvious racism, it's always underlying racism. It's always something that a black person has to do. Like if you look at any black person in history that has ever had power, they had to be the pinnacle of perfection in order to be in that position, or they was knocked off their pedestal with the quickness, with the snap of a finger. So anytime you got somebody looked up, that's being looked up to as a role model, of course they're gonna do whatever they can.
Okay. All right, thank you. Mr. Hall of Fame, are you ready to share or?
No, I'm going last. You can pass it to Queen.
Oh, he said, last. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Queen, and then hey DJ, did you get a chance to answer number 4?
I think I did.
Okay, I just want to be sure. If I forgot, let me know. Okay, Queen.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on number 4? Do you feel that artists are? Do you feel that an artist that are in the music business have a responsibility to their audience? What responses do you think that is?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that they have a responsibility to their audience. I think they're entertainers, so they're entertaining me. So do what you do. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't hold them in the same accountability as I was hold my doctor or my lawyer. Like they're entertainers. They make a beat, they sing to it. Either I'm a rock with it or I'm not. So I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on that because most of the artists that I like they do me well. They play good music. So all these other new age rappers, mumblers, and debate. I think their music is trash. So I'm not interested.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. Throwing in the trash. Okay. All right, Mr. Hall of Fame, we're back to you, man.
Yes, sir. I always say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep saying it so people can understand. You know what I mean? Listen, entertainers, basketball players, you know what I mean, actors, you know what I mean, singers, they're not politicians and they're not social activists. Okay, so people need to stop putting them on that pedestal. They're here to provide a source of entertainment and something just to, you know, just to basically, you know, allow you to twiddle your thumbs and kind of make life a little more easier. That's all they're here to do. Entertain you, put a smile on your face, or make you feel certain emotions through the entertainment, so that you could just enjoy a different different parts of life. That's all they're here to do. They're not here to be a politician or social activist. That's not their job. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to make that their job, they're absolutely out of line. You know what I mean? They're only here, you know what I mean? They are only here to entertain you. You know what I mean? They're only here to just put on a show. That's all. Let them put on that show and let them move on with their life. You know what I mean? Because that's all they're here to do. You know what I mean? They're not here to change any laws. They're not here to fight for any rights. That's not what they're here for. Now should some of them do that? Yeah, that would be great if some of them did that. But that's not what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You can't put them in the same light as you put like a Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton, or not saying that they're the best examples, or Barack Obama or Joe Biden or Trump or any person that wants to be in politics or have been in politics. You can't put them in that same seat because they're not trying to be that. They're trying to entertain you and put on the show. So let them entertain you, put on the show, and let them move on. Even when they be having like domestic disputes and they get into a fight with with whoever, whether it's somebody in their family or or their spouse or their kids or whatever. Let the laws of the land deal with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have laws and we have different things that govern society. Let them deal with that. Rather than that, throw the ball up and let them play. I really don't have an opinion on what they do outside of them being entertainers. I have no opinion on that. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care who they marry. They can marry a donkey. It's all on them. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of this whole cancel culture thing, you know what I mean? It's funny. They can just cancel you for anything. If I was talking about how somebody got a big dome, I'm talking about their head. I'm like, yo, your head is mad big. I'm gonna get canceled for that? If you got a RoboCop head, I'm like, yo, your head, like you got that RoboCop head, dog. If I say that, am I wrong? Will I be canceled for talking about somebody's dome?
Oh yeah, Robot lives matter, bro.
Yeah, I know. Dome lives matter. I know, right? But if you got that dome, I'm gonna say you got a dome, dog. I'm gonna say you got like mad continents on your head. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's it.
That's a good part that you make. You have something to say, DJ?
I was gonna say, well, let me calm down first. Let me calm down. I was gonna say, I forgot. I did not answer the question.
Okay.
I feel like artists do have responsibility, but it depends too. It depends on the artist. You got sometimes artists take things way too far, which that's like if you go cancel somebody, it depends on what they are doing. It depends on what they're doing. For example, taking it too far. We all know, we all see the video. I'm not even gonna bring this dude up, but a lot of people seen the video, and this person, travels to kids' school and had these kids watch these videos. So they see that stuff, and a lot of them are doing what he's doing. Well, first of all, that right there, right off the bat, should have been canceled, right there. And people are looking over that, like this person, DaBaby, is the biggest news. That can't be the biggest news. That right there alone, the other rapper, that should have been the biggest news ever. You're going out here doing this on video. You're making a video about you and the two other guys naked. You know what I mean? And kids are watching this. So that part, that's what I meant by people take things too far. That those type of people, and it don't even have to be just that, but when people do too much and take things too far, yeah, they should be canceled. You have to cancel people the right way. It has to be a big reason why you want to cancel this person. And that right there, my friend, is a big example of why that guy needs to be canceled.
Can I tell you a fun fact about that guy? So a lot of people were celebrating because they thought, this is not allegedly, this is something that he said on his, like, either his it was called Twitter or something, right? A lot of people celebrate that act because they thought he was really, like, you know, promoting for his community. They really thought he was doing it for the community. So people got excited and he was promoting those videos. However, if you look at the guy's background, right? His father is a deacon or pastor or something. And so he didn't really have a good relationship with his dad. And so the reason why he did all those things wasn't because for his community. He did it because he wanted to teach his dad a lesson. I'm just putting out there facts. There's a source somewhere. I can't remember where I got the source from, but
you got daddy issues. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like, so I'm just letting you know, while everybody was celebrating, he wasn't doing it for those people. He wasn't doing it for y'all. He was doing it for himself, you know, and to piss off daddy. Okay. So I'm gonna go just.
Well, you know, it's like if when people pay attention, people have to not pay fully attention, but people have to see what he represents. That guy right there is representing something totally different. Starting number one, the shoes. What actually blood inside the shoes? Number one, we already we know what type of shoes those is. He's done auditions for the dark side of the community. I'm gonna say how can I say this, man? The man no one likes but him.
Secret society.
Yeah, secret society. We're gonna say that. He's became a stripper for that society. You know, all over the world. So we see what he represents. So now, what good? Is there any? What is good about what he represents? What's so good about that? And then you have his father, who represents the light. You know what I mean? So you went through all this trouble just to make your daddy mad.
Yeah. And then also keep in mind too, like I know we can't really call it a society, but I'll play the society's theme song, which goes like this. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, you know, people do whatever they want to do to get to the fame that they want.
Right.
Yeah, to piss off daddy. Yeah.
Right. But I want the people out there. It don't have to be the straight. It don't have to be the straight. It could be you know the other community. It don't have to be the straight community. You have to ask yourself, do you want your kids watching that? Do you want your kids to go around butt naked, dancing on poles for this type of individual being? You have to look at yourself, check yourself, and ask yourself that question: is that what you want for your kids? And that's for all the adults out there, all the ones who's in their 20s, 30s, 40s who have kids. You have to ask yourself that: is that what you want your kids to represent? Is that what you want your kids to listen to? Is that what you want your kids to watch? Think about it.
Yeah. Thank you, DJ Eddie. And that's a good question. You know. So chat for all the people in the chat who has kids, you know, like think about that. You know.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna skip over to number 5 because I want to get to number 6. And Luna, number 6 will be the last question. After number 6, will you be ready to read a poem?
Uh-oh.
She thinking or she sleeping? Luna, you awake?
I got
Wake
you.
up, Luna.
I hear you.
Okay.
I'm awake.
Okay. All right, for sure. Will you be able to have your camera on too?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. All right, let's get to number 6, right? Number 6 is, what do you think has caused cancel culture to be so popular? No, I know you have some thoughts about that. Participation awards.
I do. Participate. Now we live in a whole society where everybody is sensitive. Like everything just upsets everybody, and I think it started with social media. You know, if you even look at Facebook these days, you can't even call somebody a pine cone on Facebook without them banning you for 3 days. So I think it definitely started with just everybody being super sensitive about certain things. First, it was like, don't bully people, and then it was like, well, define bullying, and then you went off on a tangent about what exactly is bullying, and now it's not. Everything is bullying these days. You can't say nothing. You can't.
She's in and out.
Oh, hey, hold on. Hey, okay, you're breaking up a little bit, Luna. Yeah, she got that delay.
Society.
It's not the delay; it's just her signal.
Yeah, Luna. I'm sorry. You're breaking up hard. I missed what you said. You might have to refresh your phone real quick. I'm gonna get back to you. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you.
All right.
Yeah. All right. First Lady Tammy, what you think about number 6?
It's funny, I'm reading the question like I didn't write it. I'm like, dang, that's a good question. Let me think. What is causing I think what's caused it to be so popular is people like to have control. And so so cancel culture allows people to feel like they have control over things. And so I feel like that's what's caused it to be popular, because it's continuing to get worse and worse and worse. So it's like you're giving a lot of control to people that shouldn't have it. And that's a very bad thing, to give control to people that should not have control. To make them feel like they have control over certain things, over certain kinds of people. I feel like it's almost like they're just kind of testing the waters to see how far they can get before they take it up a notch. So it's almost like you have to ask, okay, so we're canceling, certain type of artists for things that they say. What they gonna cancel next? It's like you're almost waiting for the shoe to drop about what they're gonna cancel next. Who are they gonna cancel next? Is it gonna be because of something you said? Is it gonna be because of something that you wear? Is it because of someplace that you decided to go? So it's scary, to be perfectly honest, because it's like it's gotten worse, and it's just getting out of hand. To, like I said, to the point where it's like you don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, for things to get, but like I said, it just goes back to, especially now with the way things are, And with cancel culture, it's like that makes it where you gotta be on your toes even more, because now it's like you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things, because you don't know what somebody's gonna like, what somebody's not gonna like, what they're gonna agree with, what they're not gonna agree with. Um, and when you have that control, it's like you can do all kinds of things that might not be the best thing for certain kinds of people, but for you, you don't care because you have control over that. So
Right,
I think
right.
that's what it is the allowing people to know that you can have control over other people, what they say, what they do, and things like that. I think that is what's causing it to be so popular, because now you have it where, is now it's a bigger group that's that's becoming that cancel culture. It didn't used to be as big, and now it's like, oh, we can cancel this person and that person. We can pick and choose, and that's where the control comes in. They're controlling who they can and cannot cancel. And so, if you just kind of pay attention to who the kind of people that are getting canceled, like I said, you know, they're trying to get rid of certain kinds of people so they can fit things to their liking. And then, like I said, they'll take it up a notch. And the scary part is you don't know what that notch is or how high that goes. So.
I definitely agree to that. If you allow that person to get the position of control, they'll run through that. That I do agree. And then even going back to like Luna, as far as like what you mentioned about social media, it kind of takes me back to there was a time, and this was like a religious person, by the way. I said the word fool. I think I called somebody fool. Maybe it was probably like one of my homies or whatever. Um, and she sent me a DM and she was like, "Hey brother, in the Bible it says that we call somebody a fool, you'll go to hell." And so I was like, "Oh really? Okay, whatever." I mean, I call people fools like plenty of times before. But people are really that sensitive. But they're sensitive because of something they really truly believe in. I think that's where the core value is like, they have a strong belief and they just can't take a no when somebody else doesn't believe in the same beliefs that they have. So they're just shoving down your throat because they use money as a leverage. Anyways, let me stop talking. Let me see. Queen.
Yes.
Why do you think the cancel culture, these sensitive people, these mofos, are so popular?
Because people have a camera and they can hide behind it and be a bully. Because no one wants everyone can pump their chest and beat on their chest like they that person when they not around you. But when they get around you, they don't act like that. So I just think it's trolls. I don't know. I just think it's the internet. Everybody got access to a computer and the internet now. So, what better way to trash talk than behind a screen? And yeah, so, you can make up dummy accounts and do whatever you want to do these days, catfishing. So I think it's all about, people are hiding behind a screen and they're talking because they're protected, meaning that, if you got somebody that you want to talk trash to and they behind bars, you're going to talk trash to them all day. But as soon as they get released, you ain't got nothing to say and you know where to be found. So, yeah, I just think it's little kids, just acting like adults. Little kids with toys. That's what I think of cancel culture. But I think, unfortunately, that's where we live in. That's the society. That's where society is these days. And, if you want to succeed, that's what you have to deal with. If that's your venue or your avenue of money or your bags, as people call it, I don't see nobody walking around with money bags, but that's a whole nother stupid terminology we use.
Queen,
Anyway, so
I like that terminology.
you got your bags. I'm talking. You got your bags, and everybody wanna defend, and So if that's what you need, then you gotta adapt to it. If that's not that's not the revenue you need to go to, then you can move differently. But unfortunately, everybody want to be internet stars, so that's what you got to deal with when that's what you want.
Queen, did you just say bars?
I said they hide behind the cyber, like the internet, like
bars,
like jail bars. Because anybody can talk trash to someone who's locked up, but when they get out and you gotta face them, let's see if you still talk that talk.
Catch me outside.
Well, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. But she became an internet star, so I don't want to give her no clout.
/ millionaire as well too from OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I just think it's we dumb ourselves down.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Luna, what did you said something? What did you say? Luna.
She got the delay.
Oh yeah.
She said she likes to turn bags.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Let's get to Hall of Fame or DJ the King, whichever comes first.
Go ahead, DJ.
Go ahead, Hall of Fame.
No, I'm actually moving the groove. You got to go first.
I'm actually what? I ain't doing that.
Hey man, are y'all gonna roast and bowl this or what? We gotta flip a coin.
What I was saying earlier.
So you got to go first.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Mario. What was the question? What do you think has caused cancel culture to be so popular? I feel like those that's running things is petty. If you let somebody that's in charge so petty, you're gonna get a lot of those. A lot of those. You know what I mean? Someone can say something that you thought that the person said, never really said it, and just cancel. Yeah. So those that's being petty like that, I think that's a big mistake to let those people be in charge, that's running things. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot of people getting canceled. It's going to be a lot of that. And I just want the artists to know that. But, for example, people said that DaBaby's online for saying this and saying that for something that he never even said, which he can actually sue companies for them canceling him because of something that he never even said.
Yeah.
When you in court, you're innocent till proven guilty. When you are in court, that's the law. If you did not hear this man say it, there's no reason for you to cancel him. So that's an easy sue. So it don't matter what people feel like, oh, he meant this way, he meant that way. If you didn't hear him say it, you will lose that case. Right or wrong?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So people, for those that's being just being petty like that, that's running things, that's being petty, I really feel like they're petty. I feel like it's a bad idea for them to even become presidents or CEOs, of any company if they're going to be petty like that. And then you got other companies that are canceling a lot of people off of something so petty.
Yeah.
So, that's my take on it, man. That's my take on it.
No, thanks for sharing. Let's see if Hall of Fame is back. Hall of Fame, you back? Okay, because we had to step out for a minute. After when the Hall of Fame has his little closing comments, we're gonna have Luna read her poem. She gotta fix her network.
I'm working on it, Uncle.
Okay. I hear you.
See me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think what caused it to be so popular is that, um, it allows, like First Lady Tammy was saying, and the Queen was saying, it allows, them to include and exclude certain people. You know what I mean? And when you give people the power to do that, you know what I'm saying, it don't makes them feel like they're godlike. Like, oh, okay, I don't like this person. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of times it could be jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, like I always say, and if we got to do a show about this, we live in a loser mentality culture. You know what I mean? A lot of people have a loser mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't believe in themselves. So of course, when you see somebody that does believe in themselves, and that whether they're doing right or wrong, you know what I mean, if they're confident about what they're doing, people will hate, and especially if they're great at what they do, oh, they definitely gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a thought. You know what I mean? So I always gotta say, when you're great, they hate. You know what I'm saying? If you're truly great, they're gonna hate on you. You know what I mean? That lets you know that you have greatness and that you are great. You know what I mean? And they can't take it. It bothers them. You know what I mean? It bothers your demons. You know what I mean? They can't take it. Like there was a video. You know what I mean? One of my brothers, out there was, he was breaking it down on the train. He was dancing on the train, breaking it down. Them demons started running away. I seen that video. Them demons started running. You know what I mean? Because his light was shining. They couldn't take it. You know what I mean? So that's what happens, man. It's just a lot of times there's a lot of jealousy involved. You know what I mean? So, but I do believe sometimes, not that somebody needs to be canceled, but I just think they need to be, sometimes they need to apologize, and sometimes they just need life training. Everybody can use some life training. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. We all can use training in certain areas, whether it's spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical. You know what I'm saying? We all can use some training. You know what I mean? Or mental. You know what I mean? Use some training somehow, some way. We all need some help in certain areas. So that don't mean you got to be canceled. That's just wrong. That's what I got to say about that.
Okay. My last thing I'm going to say.
I got to make my move though. So go ahead. You got to do.
Yeah. The last thing I'm just going to say is this. The one rapper that I will always respect is Lil Boosie. I don't care how many times people say how dumb he is or whatever. That man, whatever he has to say, he sticks to his word and he does not apologize because he means it. I'm not saying he's a perfect man. Hell no, he's not. But at least he is not afraid of getting canceled. Period. And that's just what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna let Luna, put Luna on the spotlight so she could read us her poem. And see, she got the lovely glasses going on. So,
let me get the
thank
glasses,
you. I just got them today. I can finally see again.
Please, it wasn't like you was ever blind.
I was hella blind.
Let me get them glasses, girl. Let me get them glasses off.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. This month moves too fast. I'm tripping. Still living on my last. I gotta go get it. Penny pinching on my groceries. Rent is about to be hitting. My pocket's still shopping for children and getting up early for work. I have no time for sitting. I have to go get it. White knuckle teeth gritted. And my dog just got sick. Had to do the right thing. Vet bills is $300 just to put him to sleep. Now my house is too quiet. No snores or barking. Just some spam calls on my phone from some telemarketing. And still life keeps moving. I don't want to budge. I'm dragging and holding a grudge against my own job because they do too much with these 12-hour shifts coming in for the like a slave just to get by on one check. I tell you to rain check and hope you have time to see me next week. I hope that's not the last time that we'll let us speak because this is my life and it moves way too fast. And really, I'm just trying to build something that lasts. And really, I'm just trying to let go of the past. Thank you.
All right,
everyone. Let's give her a round of applause, y'all. Come on.
All right.
You can unmute your mics now and then. Unmute your mics, people. Go on, unmute your mics. Give her a round of applause. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. I like it.
Hold on.
Even though the network try to hate,
That's dope.
let you out.
Yeah. That is dope. Okay.
I gotta ask. First Lady Tam, you got anything
Thank
for
you.
us? I gotta ask.
You're welcome, dude.
Good stuff, Luna. Good stuff. First Lady Tam, you got any spoken words for us? Come on now, girl.
I mean, the last one I wrote, I don't know if I even read it on the show, but I think I did. It was Impact. Did I read the one Impact?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's ready for the cipher though.
So yeah, no, I did. I haven't. I've been just busy with work stuff. I haven't had time to write anything else. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
And I went to work out today, so I'm like halfway asleep right now.
It's all good.
You better drink some coffee and wake yourself up.
You said what?
You better drink some coffee and wake yourself up.
What?
I said, get yourself some coffee and wake yourself up.
No, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, y'all. Wait, hold on. Well, let me look real quick.
No problem. While she's looking, Luna, I have a question to ask you about your poem. Well, I guess once get a chance to hear back from her. Man, the internet, her network's hating on me. Luna.
Well, that.
Yeah. Okay. So Luna, quick question about your poem. What was the name of your poem?
It was called This Month.
This your what?
Month.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. You're still breaking up. Dang. But Kashim said like definitely like nice work. She said like Luna Renee in the building. Hope you was able to hear that. You might have to get you a new phone, man. Something. Arizona's not doing you right. Oh, Tammy, you have something ready?
Okay, so I don't know because I have this poem Mirror Image, but I don't know if I read that one. So that's the thing. So, see, I done read so many poems.
I
don't think you read Image to us.
Mirror Image?
Yeah, I don't think you read that.
Okay, well, let me see. I'm gonna read it, and if shoot, even if I'll read it. That's fine. I don't mind. You know, I don't mind. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Go ahead and put her on the spotlight. Go ahead, First Lady.
Okay, so it says, I see you looking back at me, acting as if you don't know me. I've been there in times when you're feeling down. I've been there when no one else was around. When all those relatives that called themselves family did nothing but hurt you and destroy you mentally. The times of heartbreak that broke you, more than once it overtook you. You look in the mirror for the reflection of you. When you saw me, you saw yourself and it confused you. The person in front of you has no worth I can see. The worth was destroyed, pain and strife. Not knowing your worth cuts like a knife. Life has been too hard to deal with. The pain from trauma has caused you weakness. The times you've tried brought tears you cried. The tears you cried, no solace to provide. The pain always seemed too hard to bear, but still in all that, I was always there. Your worth felt missing and never there, but your worth was always covered in despair. It needed to be found in order to be a better version of who God made you to be. This mirror image of us is not always what we want to see, sometimes showing us the ugly side of pretty. The pain you've been through can become your power. The pain you encounter is your superpower. See your mirror image and know what you see is a person trapped that can always be free. Pain and power can become one. Know the mirror image of greatness has only just begun.
Hey. All right. Woo! Go.
Come on, man. What's all the energy at?
Yeah, put S on mute. That's why.
I didn't put everybody on mute.
Yes, you did. You put me on mute.
I put myself on mute too, but I'll mute myself.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you had muted me. You didn't even give me no warnings.
Oh, well, I'm going to just interrupt.
Yeah, Tammy. Hey, yeah, good job.
There you go.
Good job, Tammy.
Thank you.
Good job.
So I did some research, and so typically a poetry book has 30 poems in it. What did Kishem say?
I don't know if she was talking to. I was talking to Luna before she left.
About Luna. Okay. So I'm working on more poems. I'm giving myself a timeline. That's what a friend of mine told me, to give myself a timeline as far as having all the poems written. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give myself 2 months. 2 months I'll have 30 poems. So I'm halfway there. So I can write a poem a day, a couple poems a day. I'll be all right. So.
You sure you have like 30 poems? I feel like you have like a whole library.
Well, some that I've written in the past. I just don't know where they're not on this computer. So I'm gonna have to. I have a lot of poems written down, so I'm gonna have to find the ones written down. But yeah. So, yeah.
Well, definitely shout out to First Lady Tammy and shout out to like Luna. Hopefully she's able to come back. I know she was having connection issues, which that was a bummer. But if I could find like her IG, I would definitely like shout out to IG so everybody could follow her. In the meantime, anybody have any closing like comments? Nobody?
Put me on mute again?
No. I didn't put you on mute. You put yourself on mute. You forgot.
Dude, you did that, dude.
I did not put you. Don't believe.
Listen, man. Look, this is what I got to say, man. I want the people out there to really, investigate on things before you assume stuff. You have to do your investigation correctly. Don't just point the finger or assume about something because somebody else is doing it. If you are hearing things direct that is disrespectful, then I feel like you should have a lot to say. I'm just saying in general, anybody, but don't assume. You need to investigate the right way. Okay, the president's innocent until proven guilty. You have to prove your facts. All right, bring facts to the table. Do not go off of your own mind that you feel. You're going off feelings. Okay, come with facts. If that's what you heard, or if it's factual, then yes, you can say what it is that you want to say. But if it's not, keep your mouth shut. Close your mouth. Okay, but that's what I got to say about that. And I forgot. You can look up DJ.Eddie.King. You can look up on DJ Eddie King on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, DJ Eddie King. Man, I didn't even get a chance to do like the zooming because I was trying to find the the IGs, but like I said, I'm gonna zoom on you anyway. So just
okay,
because,
Let me say this again.
Yeah.
Okay, you can look me up on Instagram, DJ.Eddie.King, and YouTube. You can type in DJ Eddie King. Facebook, Eddie F. King. Okay, on Facebook, you can also look me up on there. And remember, what I'm saying, before y'all speak out, before anyone speak out about anything, don't assume. Gain facts. What I'm saying, get your mind right. Now I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay, that's my thing to say. Get your mind right, but thank you. Okay.
You got a T-shirt that says "Get your mind right," so I had to. Is it safe for me to say it too?
Nah, you good. I'm messing with you.
Okay.
She says, "Lady Tammy, that was good work. 30 poems will be a breeze for your book." Okay, look at her trying to rhyme. All right. Let's go ahead to like First Lady Tammy. First Lady Tammy, you can unmute yourself. Don't be shy now. You know you had a hard workout.
I did. So you guys can catch me here on Knowledge and Relationships. You can catch me on Saturday hosting the Ladies Night Women's Stream. You can also catch my vlog about my cryo slim journey on this awesome channel of knowledge and relationship. And you can also go to my Instagram, First Lady Tammy 916. So if you want to find me, you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, First Lady Tammy. All right. And Mr. Hall of Fame, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Hey, y'all. It is the network manager for the Non-Gen Relationship Network. Thank y'all for being a part of our experience. Please like and subscribe to our content. And we definitely appreciate everybody who participated tonight. Shout out to everybody who participated in the comments and everybody who just been with us on this journey. We truly appreciate it. Please know that our times are Monday, Thursday, 5:30 Pacific, 7:30 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Thursday, and of course Saturday, the Queen's Reign Supreme, same time as well that I've just stated. So yes, y'all, thank y'all so much for being on here, and we truly appreciate it, all the support that y'all giving us, and all the support you continue to give us. And with that, you know what I mean, I'm gonna just say later.
All right.
And get your Mind Right t-shirts too. Get your t-shirts. Get your t-shirts.
I gotta find something to put out there. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll zoom in myself. Oh, and also, if you guys have any inquiries, Mr. Hall of Fame is the network manager. So just to let you know, if you need some beats, well, to buy that is DJ Eddie Kane.
Gotcha. I got you.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you want First Lady Tammy to read you a poetry, or maybe allow you to have the gracious honors to have her sign her book before she sell them, then hit her up. But yeah, with that being said, man, I'm tired myself though, and I didn't even work out. But thank you so much. It's your boy M3. Thank you for tuning in to M3 TV News. That's a part of Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. If you like to donate, which I know half y'all mofos are very stingy, but for the ones who are not stingy, I will hope, please donate to $Mario Marion. That's my cash app. So feel free, to pass the the bread. We all got to eat somehow, right? So anyways, thank you so much. Like the videos, share it to your friends, comment on YouTube, and always make sure before you jump into any of our live streams, I don't even care if it's still the ladies' night live streams, make sure you guys and girls get your minds right. And for that, we are out. Peace.